am beyond angry.
Just take it nice and easy, okay? Just relax.
Make him say yes.
I hate it.
The fag capitals of the world.
You're cool.
I feel like I'm a toad.
Why are you gay?
I'm furious.
I felt worthless. I felt ugly. I felt gay.
That beautiful, beautiful bird.
I'm gonna come.
I come really, really hard.
Shut up.
We'll convert your children.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, what a good boy.
Fucking embarrassing!
Just gonna send it.
Homeboy's gonna, get it.
I will eat your ass first.
It's the Jim Fannon Show. We've come to take your mind.
Just gonna send it.
Am I still on?
Shut up.
What the hell are you talking about?
Why are you gay? I will eat your ass.
And then they eat the poo-poo.
I'm getting bored. Stop talking.
Just gonna send it.
Here we go. It's the Jim Fannon Show. Might be a brief edition today. It is 10:51 a.m. I got a lot on the go. Football's back. Gavin McInnes is live. Crowder's back. He's live right now. Good morning. Welcome aboard 10:51 EST. Fresh off my men's group. I am always pumped when I come out of my men's group because they're just so deeply steeped in wisdom. But that's not what I'm here. If you want a good men's group, I've got one Thursday mornings. Next week we're meeting in person at Central Community Church. This is to be confirmed for the first time in a year and a half or more. We're going to meet at 7. Well, the doors, I think Bill's there around 7. The guys usually show up around 7:15. There's coffee on. And we just, it's a men's support group based in, some sort of biblical structure, Christianity, I guess. But if you're not a believer or you struggle with your faith, you're more than welcome to check it out because it's a good place for guys to get support. So if you're looking for a group, we're going to meet in person next week for the first time in a long time. Central Community Church is on Scott Street still. The cafe is ours from 7:15 till probably officially we end at 8:30. It's 1 hour. So when Bill, the pastor at the church, goes to his office or gets on with his day, we usually have about an hour or so to hang out if we want to. Sometimes the guys just get busy, but most of us hang out, even on the Zoom call, and we're going to remote in by Zoom. So we've been doing it by Zoom, and it's been great. It's been better than not doing the group at all. But we're going to incorporate the Zoom meeting into the physical meeting, and I hope we've got 15 guys out for next week. So Thursday mornings until the next lockdown, we will be meeting at the church. I'm not sure of the address. It's on Scott Street, Scott and Geneva. Central Community Church, the old Central Gospel Temple when I grew up. It's no Central Gospel Temple anymore. It's a cool, I call it rock and roll pretty church. It's a good feel. So you're welcome to come out if you're a man. Football starts tonight. I'm cranked about that. I'm pre-recording this, so I said good morning, but it's really not because you'll be seeing this at 7 p.m. EST, where the Thursday night spot usually is. I've been struggling getting out here in the summer because it's, life. And struggling with my content. Today I've got Shandor coming in. We'll be live at 2 o'clock. Well, you're already going to know that because it's 7 o'clock now. But I'm telling you what my day looks like. Shandor's coming in. We're going to do a show. We've got Peter Taras coming in at 2 o'clock live by Zoom, and then Rob Primo at 2:40. If you haven't seen it yet, go and check it out. I hope it's good. Why am I promoting something that you've already seen? I don't know. I'm struggling with the content, so I'm just staying with it though, because, well, I'm funny. And you need to laugh. So if you find anything funny in what I do, because I occasionally make myself laugh, I don't watch my stuff back that often, but sometimes I will burst out laughing at something I know I've already said just the way it's presented. So this is why I do what I do. Yeah, if there's any support I can give you, absolutely. DM me, get a hold of me. But until you need me for something physical or, I don't know, physical, in the physical realm, maybe I could just make you entertained out here for the meantime. And the content that I choose is pretty, well, this week, we're going from Steven Crowder's Tuesday show, I think. It's from, and all the links will be in the description below, and I might not be able to get to all these links, but I did find an extension to put into my Google Chrome browser that lets me copy all these links. I've got there's got to be 30 of them there. You're not looking at my full screen, but I could show it to you. And I found an extension. This is just, you don't even care about this, but when your browser window looks like this, you can't cut and paste all these things into this description. So I found an extension for Google Chrome that copies them all. So pretty happy about that. I'm not sure how far I'll get down the road today, but these are taken from the show notes at louder.crowder.com. It should be the first link in the description below. It's called, I can't remember. It's in the description below. It doesn't matter. But we're hitting abortion. It's back in the news after the Supreme Court refuses to intervene in a Texas law scheduled to be introduced or put into law. So everyone's talking about abortion. Roe v. Wade was a horrible decision. It was a bad ruling. And there is no right to abortion in the Constitution. So I guess, have we started the show? We're going to hit abortion. What else we got? Woke military. I should probably go back to because I'm recording, I don't have the live show notes up that I can look at. So I did put them in here. Woke military. Radicalism is always a topic here. And I put down clown pilling because I've been red pilled for 6 years now. It's been painful. And the black pill has been horrible to take. And I can sometimes feel a little hopeless that I can do anything to make any change or make any people wake up and see truth. But here we are with all these links. We're going to hit the clown pill. No, we're not hitting anything clown pill. It's just a way of being. You can't be hopeless. You need hope, so I put hope at the end there. Elizabeth Warren and Whoopi Goldberg. Sorry. Elizabeth Warren and is it Predator? Yeah, Predator. No, this is, hang on. This is Serena Williams. Who's this interview with her? That's racist. This is Elizabeth Warren with a race baiter, Joy Reid. She's with MSNBC. She's not a kind woman. You might think I'm not kind. Also, you'd be right there. Lizzie Warren here, Elizabeth Warren, with her special jacket that she's known for. And the race baiter Joy Reid. This is the epitome of entitled, privilege, condescending speech, arrogant, biased, virtue signaling. That's what this is. They're talking about the Texas abortion law. I got a few clips we're going to hit on it, and I'll give you my thoughts. Post your comments below if you've got any. Let's see. You don't need to see all those tabs. I'll get rid of me.
When I was young, before Roe versus Wade. And when abortion is illegal, rich women still get abortions. Women with resources still get abortions. Women who have time and who have friends in other places will still get abortions.
So that's different than the rest of life. How? So rich women have resources. They get things that a lot of poor women don't want or need, or, well, sometimes need. But yeah, they're privileged by virtue of them having resources in the way of money. So what
this law is really about is not stopping abortions across the board. This is about bearing down on the most vulnerable.
No, it's not about banning abortions across the board. It's something like a heartbeat bill. 6 weeks. Man, I don't know if this is too oppressive for women's rights, but here's what you should do. If you don't want to be pregnant, men and women, if you don't want your woman or your sexual partner to be pregnant, take precautions. Is that too much to ask? Personal responsibility? Keep your legs closed or take a precaution. You're going to see a lot of gaslighting in these clips where they try to make you think that you're crazy. You're not crazy. They are.
Among us. It's bearing down on the woman or trans person or non-binary.
Okay, can we just say women? Trans person, non-binary, who cares? I guess trans men can get pregnant and have babies because a trans man is a biological woman, right? Oh, I'm going to get so banned for this. Trans women do not bear fruit in the way of life as a baby human because they are biologically male. They don't lactate. They also don't possess a lot of great features that the loving women of the world do have. All women are loving, caring creatures for the most part. I'm not sure about these two.
Who's working 3 jobs, the one who's already stretched to the limit, the one who is a child who has just found out that she is pregnant and doesn't know how to get organized.
Why do we wish pregnancy on children? Well, you should ask the Democrats that. Children should not be having sex. Okay? Dude, I just want to be sure and clear that we understand each other. Children, we are not encouraging child pregnancy, are we? Lizzie? Polka hard ass? Hardly.
To get herself the kind of medical treatment that she needs. And this law says it's clearly trying to push in the direction. They're going to do everything they can. If you are vulnerable, if you don't have alternatives, to make sure that you are forced into carrying a pregnancy that you do not want to carry.
Okay. Words are important, Elizabeth Warren. Just so I understand you, on Joy Reid's race-baiting division show called, what's it called? Readout. The Readout. Well, my show's called The Jim Fannon Show, so I guess there's something to be said about having an ego in broadcasting. But soon, I'm going to be called, we're going to rebrand, and the show's going to be called You've Been Duped. And this is the type of stuff that you've been duped by. These clowns right here. Just so I understand completely here, Elizabeth Warren and race baiter Joy Reid, you entitled, condescending, privileged, arrogant, biased virtue signalers trying to look good on TV. I don't take popular opinions. I just kind of stand where I think I need to stand. Yeah, some rich women don't get a lot of things that poor women, rich women do get a lot of things that poor women don't. But let me see if I understand this one. We're, by virtue of this law, when I say we're, because I support anything that helps more babies being born. The medical treatment that she needs. Needs. You know, I always talk about wants versus needs. We have very few needs. What you need is to wait to have sex until you're ready to get pregnant. How about that? Keep your leg closed. Your legs. You can keep one leg closed, but that doesn't. Use protection. If you're going to not abstain, then be careful. So this bill is designed to do everything they can to force you into a pregnancy that you do not want. What? I gotta go. 11:06 EST. I mentioned this is a pre-recorded show. I hope it doesn't come off as it. There's no jump cuts. Or is there? Yeah, it made a couple jump cuts in the beginning, but you'd never know it. So I haven't stopped. I just roll, and I don't stop. I might have to take a break here and there because I've got a lot of water in me, but it's 11:07. I got to get my act together to pick up my boy. And we'll be live at 2 o'clock, and I don't know why I'm telling you that because it's 7 o'clock now, and it's already passed. Go see her previous show. It might be good. No, we're not forcing you into an unwanted pregnancy. Be responsible. Oh, there's more.
And I just think this is fundamentally wrong. This divides people. This
No, what you're doing right now is division. You're dividing people.
Enables people to target abortion providers.
No, we're not targeting abortion providers. They're setting rules on when. Yeah, there's going to be some other problems. Maybe you have to go out of state if the resources aren't there. Yeah, I get the whole, there's no action without a reaction type of thing. But
people who give advice, people who try to help.
Oh, yeah, you're going to be able to sue all these people, anybody that gives advice or try to help. Wrong.
Everything to say we
Gaslighting.
are going to isolate.
We're not isolating. Laws don't isolate.
And make life as hard as possible.
No. Why would we ever want to make someone's life hard? You're a gaslighter. You're a liar and a drama queen.
For those who don't have resources. But for those who have resources, just go to Massachusetts.
Look at Joy Reid just blinking away, just nodding her head. Please, MSNBC, full screen Pocahontas here. Get rid of this. I can't. This kook, this race baiter, this. See, you got to be careful when you criticize. It's not my way. It is my way.
Or go to New York, or go to California, go somewhere else. And that's going to be the kind of division we're going to see in this country.
That's going to be the division. Okay, Grandma. And that's going to be, and that's, you're feigning outrage. And that's going to be what's going to happen. I'm telling you, that's what's going to, shut up, clown. Next. Also with MSNBC, Richard Maddow is...
For people who are thinking about funding
probably
efforts,
the
donating
least
to
watched
efforts.
program on MSNBC. She doesn't do well. Greg Gutfeld is doing really well. That's somebody that's killing it in ratings on Fox News Channel, a cable pay station, from what I can tell. And he's blowing up the big comedy channels. Way to go, Gutfeld. Greg Gutfeld, yeah. He's he comes very prepared, almost too prepared. He's got copious notes. He hits all his marks. I'm really becoming fond of, and he's pretty funny. But by virtue of how scripted he is, the funny gets lost. I think if he just let it go, he knows his stuff. He needs less notes and to read less. But Gutfeld's a talent, man. I'll give him that.
Contributing personally to efforts, volunteering to help women in abortion-banned states get to states where abortion is still legal so that they can have the procedure done elsewhere. Are these laws designed to target people who provide that kind of help?
You know, I've seen that answered both in the affirmative and the negative today. NPR was reporting earlier today that the law will not reach out.
See how they went to full screen? This is a good video director, because I don't need to see Richard nodding his head like this up and down. You know, with his Adam's apple bulging out of his neck and his tears dripping onto his desk. This is a good move. This is wise. Oh, sorry, you don't get the nodding and the tears. Why do I do theatrics if my camera's not on? It's low production value. Tom McConnell was right.
And get you, if you are simply writing a check to help somebody get out of state. It will not touch you if you are, in fact, treating someone out of state. But Larry Tribe, writing in The Guardian today, suggested otherwise. And I think the truth is that the law is sufficiently vague, Rachel, that we're going to have...
Oh, I'm sorry, Rachel. I said Richard. I'm sorry.
To test it and find out. And one of the points, the very purpose of this law is to chill
innocent
people,
mistake,
not
though.
just abortion providers in Texas, but to chill the entire community of people who want to help women right now into second guessing whether they're going to be on the hook. And that was the purpose of the law. That was the law the Supreme Court let go into effect.
No, that's not the purpose of the law, and that's not the law that the Supreme Court refused to intervene in. But okay, gaslight us some more. That's cool. Predator. Sorry, this is Serena. No, Whoopi Goldberg. I don't know. The dreads, they confuse me. Wookie Goldberg is on a program called The View. She runs it. It's her show. And Wookie is not severely. What's the? When you're recording, the words don't come, eh? Sufficiently. Wookie is sufficiently wokey. Okay. She's not Whoopi. She's wokey. That's it. Wokey Goldberg.
Going to affect that bans abortions after 6 weeks and
I got
deputizes private citizens to snitch on anyone who helps.
Deputizes private citizens. You know how she talks like she, okay, what? Deputize of private citizens? It's not like I'm sitting down in the South. Maybe she's from the South. Maybe she go good old boy. You deputize your private citizens to what?
I haven't listened to this. It causes me too much rage.
That bans abortions after 6 weeks and deputizes private citizens to snitch on anyone who helps a woman get an abortion that she may need.
For an actress, she does not come very well prepared. I mean, I don't either. I have very little script here, but she's trying to read a teleprompter with a script on it that someone's written for her, and she still can't get through it. She's hopeless as a broadcaster. A horrible, horrible broadcaster.
7 other states are preparing to follow suit with similar laws. So apparently the Republicans found a way to do this. But I have a question. May I pose it to y'all?
I love the rhetorical. May I pose it to y'all? No, it's your show. It's your show. May I? Oh, so humble.
So they made this law as if women are laying around trying to get pregnant.
They made this law as if women are laying around trying to get pregnant. This is. How can you not? Do you ever do an air check? Do you ever listen back to your material? I think not. Because otherwise you would understand how ridiculous the statement, they made this law like they think women are just laying around looking to get pregnant. I don't know where to begin. Personal responsibility, okay? Women laying next to men looking for sex end up getting pregnant. Yeah, that's how it goes. I guess it could be true that some women are laying around looking to get pregnant. Do I have use protection?
When you say
yeah. When you say what?
That you can't get an abortion whether you've been raped or you.
Okay, this is ridiculous. Incest, right?
You have had incest.
Do you know the number of pregnancies that are the result of rape and incest? Well, you come here for comedy. The percentage of pregnancies caused by rape and incest is not even worth the Yes, it's horrible. At some level, I guess we need to have a conversation that's not great. We're not promoting rape and incest. The percentage of pregnancies that are a result of that, and you using it as the main argument to not have an abortion bill, is a straw man. It's a false flag. It's tiring. It's gaslighting. It's fake news, and you suck.
Anything that's a punishment. Yeah. They are punishing all these young women.
Being responsible for your own lot in life, being responsible for your own actions and the results of your actions is something we learn as we grow up. Women that are brought up in good Christian homes are probably a lot less likely to fall for this trap. Women that grow up in fatherless homes with no faith probably are more susceptible to this. You're marginalizing people with your opinion. Wokey. I'll get it. It's going to take a while. Wokey Goldberg. It's hard to say.
Who may not be laying around trying to get next to some man.
Why such hate and vitriol? Vitriol? So you ruin the argument, your own argument, by straw manning it with rape and incest. Yes, I know I'm saying incest. Rape and incest. And then you repeatedly say, like, yes, women love men. Maybe you don't. I don't know what your sexual orientation is, nor do I care. It's probably, it is what it is. I can't even say what I want out here anymore because not because I'm worried about getting canceled any further, is because I've got a clean YouTube channel. I got to keep this on. Women love men. Yeah, it's one of their human desires to get with one. and vice versa. Much more for a man, I think. A man is looking to get with a woman a lot more than women are looking to get with men. So women are much more, what's that, what did Cuomo's daughter come out as? Something sexual. That's when you only have sex with people that you have an emotional connection with. Isn't that most women? And isn't that unlike most men, except me, who are okay with casual sex? I don't know. I've had a casual sex a couple times, but I like being into the girls I'm with. But I guess you don't know until you, listen to me going on. So straw manning, the red herring, false flags, and using a horrible argument. And how does this even relevant? Like, or laying the gap, getting the layer. What?
Who has been molested or
what? Women are molested now? All of them?
Or raped.
Or raped? Molested or raped, what's this got to do with abortion laws? Nothing, I'll tell you.
It makes no sense. This is, to me...
Okay, so here's your argument. We allow abortion for incest and rape. Okay? Were we good now? All the rest of it, we're not okay with. Okay, good. Cool.
Very hard,
because that's what
Christian
your
thing.
argument you're making. Oh, you're a Christian. She's a Christian?
Because for me...
Oh, no. Don't go. You're not... Okay, so wait. You're okay with ending the life of an unborn baby that doesn't even have the chance. His life has been ripped from him. Their life. But you're Christian. Okay.
If you believe in me as a Christian parent, then I will know what's best for my child.
Because what might be best for my child is that I kill it. Because I'm a Christian, and you should trust me to decide whether it lives or not, whether I'm able to make that decision or not. You should trust me with that choice and that decision.
If my child is...
Who's this? This is Sunny Hostin. Now, Sunny's a Christian as well, and she's gonna tell you how she struggles with this, and how they're all hypocrites in the end, I guess.
Has been raped or has been molested.
Why again with the rape and molested? That's 3 times. Twice you said, like, well, these women want to get with a man. Yeah, they do. And 3 times you've referenced rape and incest. And molestations. Molestations don't end up in pregnancy all the time. You feel me or no?
Me to take care of my child and my family. Y'all don't want to put masks on.
Oh, wait. Y'all don't want to put on masks because, well, masks. What do masks do? There's study after study after study that says nothing. I have to edit this out as well. But how is that entering? Y'all don't want to. You see what they do? They shift the goalposts. They move the target, and they conflate 2 meaningless issues to use them as straw men. So then they burn them up like a straw man.
But you want me, right?
The applause sign just went up.
And it's not even whether you agree with abortion. Sonny doesn't really agree with abortion, but she understands that everybody's life is different, and they make no provisions for anyone.
Yeah.
No child.
And you don't even know you're pregnant before the 6 weeks.
I never found out about any of my babies before I was 6 weeks, so I would never have known.
What kills me is this snitching that goes on.
Okay, there's no snitching. You can do a pregnancy test and get a positive before your period is due. By the time that thing sticks to the uterus wall or wherever it lodges, that potential human being, after it's fertilized, comes down the fallopian tube. Does it get fertilized up there? Yeah, it must. Travels down, lodges in the uterus, and it's game time. Then it starts sucking off the host. It's a beautiful fucking miracle of life that I have never experienced. Love kids. Oh, Trump Jr.'s on Crowder right now. Damn it.
Why are you gay?
That's not appropriate. I'm not a good Christian, okay? And I say that because I struggle with my faith. I struggle to be a good Christian. And if the ideal is Jesus, which in my case it is, I think he was one of the coolest people ever to, well, he was the coolest dude to ever walk the earth. Name a cooler one. Oh, wait. See? So, if Jesus is the ideal, I fail every day. And I don't measure up. I don't even come close. So maybe that's humility. Would be a first. I'm working on it. Sunny Hostin. I don't know what her name is. I hope she goes by he, she, her. You're going to see more of the gaslighting here that takes place in the mind of this Christian woman that I will admit, your mind goes to mush when the red light is on. It happens to all of us. There's no shame.
It's like, what are we in Dusseldorf, 1943 now?
Yeah.
Yes. The 1943 reference. Nazi Germany. Right. Very, very pertinent to the conversation.
It's like, oh, I'm going to get $10,000 to snitch. You know what they did on the website? That
Who is this? Joy Bear? What a clown.
Was interesting. There's some kind of website where you can go to snitch.
They keep taking it down.
So they keep taking it down, but a lot of people on the left are now putting names like Governor Abbott is trying to do this.
That's actually pretty humorous. Not normal for the left to have that type of sense of humor. It's good.
And all of these people who started this in the first place, they're putting their names there.
Yeah.
I think you do what we did back in the Vietnam days with the yippies. Remember the yippies?
Yeah.
And they just made fun of everything. And they basically
A
disrupted.
yippie is a hippie a little bit differently.
Yeah. Abby Hoffman, Jerry Rubin, those people were very much in the news, making fun, and they got a lot done that way. So that.
How did I miss the yippie reference, and how is it a hippie done differently? Is it a gay hippie? Is that what a yippie is? That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Shouldn't be racial. And she mentioned, who cares?
That's what needs to be done here.
One of the broadcasting.
I do think there will be workarounds. Let me say this, because Whoopi's right. I mean, I am personally against abortion. I think it's a sin. I think that it is morally wrong. It's against my faith.
Yes.
But I agree with you, Whoopi, in the sense that I see this incredible hypocrisy coming from the Christian right.
Coming from you, basically, is what you're saying. You are Christian. You're the Christian left? Okay, so what hypocrisy are you going to show us, Sonny?
Amongst especially people like myself who say that abortion is wrong and say it's about the sanctity of life, yet they're so supportive of gun ownership. They're so supportive of AR-15s. They're so supportive of the death penalty.
Of course. We're going to link it to the Second Amendment. I see. 2A raises its ugly head. What else? Capital punishment. I think I've shifted on capital punishment. I'm not saying I haven't celebrated the death of a murderer or a pedophile. There's something about watching a man take his last breaths that is disturbing, and I don't think that any other man should have to wear as a responsibility or a burden afterwards. I don't think that any man has the right to take another life, period. So where I used to come from, eye for an eye type of thing, I guess leaves the whole world blind. I don't believe that anyone has the right to end anyone's life, so I am consistent there now. Not always. I used to promote abortion as a Green Party candidate. I'm not the man I used to be in 1993. That's my first Green Party election. And yes, I get that it rhymes. I'm working on lyrics. I'm not the man I used to be in many ways. Thank God.
They're so supportive of never-ending wars.
Well, they also don't care after the kid is born.
Yeah,
and then they drop it like a hot rock.
That part.
Now, Joy makes a great point. If she's talking about men, because I think that's a major issue in the States right now, especially in the black community, is the fathers are gone. And I know there's problems with the welfare structure because typically you can't get welfare with a man in the house. You need to be a single mom. So the men are encouraged not to be in the house, and as a result, 85% of the black community grows up without a mentor, without an elder, or without a father. Mentors and elders can be separate from the father, but he should provide those leadership qualities to his offspring and be there for the long term. Yeah, we made divorce way too easy. And some women, I guess, saw it as opportunity even. Children as opportunity, as a way of life, as establishing themselves. You're not going to say that doesn't happen. And men have obviously had a problem with sticking with the family throughout. But, I mean, we've made divorce and separation far too easy, and I don't think we really take into consideration the impact on the kids. And I'm on my third slide, and I've been broadcasting for 41 minutes and 17 seconds. Wow. I'm not getting to any of these links. And it's 11:30. I got to be in Niagara Falls for 12:30. So now I'm thinking this is maybe a 4-part show.
They're so supportive of personal freedoms to choose not to be vaccinated. They're so supportive of personal freedoms not to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Look at the face. Oh my good God. I'm sorry to do this to you. See, it's Crowder's fault. And I only can bring out things that I feel are on my heart, issues that I'm passionate about. And this is one of them. And I don't get the face, the anger, the disdain,
Yet
the lack of respect.
This is about women. This is hatred of women.
But they claim to be pro-life.
Yeah.
So I have to get that out there because this is really about personal choice.
No, it's about lack of personal responsibility. Listen. First, if you're a Christian, first you get married. Then you have the children. Children don't come before the marriage. The commitment to be a life partner comes first. It's a vow before God. Then the kids come. After you've finished school, got a job, then you get married. Those three things, white power. Those three things, no, it's not white power if you do three like this. Or no, that's not three. If you do three like this, because there's no P, there's no okay, so it's okay. You can get away going through. Who cares?
Well,
I do get that now after being on the show for 5 years. Because we used to argue so much about it. But if it gives anyone any solace, I do not think that this law will stand.
It doesn't give us any solace.
Because it flies in the face of the Constitution.
Yeah. There's no... Okay, it flies in the face of the Constitution. Okay, let's talk about that. I'm glad you brought that up. The Constitution does not have a right to an abortion. Show me where it says that. I said in the beginning, Roe v. Wade was a horrible decision. One of the worst decisions ever made by the Supreme Court, and it fucked us really hard for a long time. It was a bad ruling. Look it up. Not to mention the woman that's instigated it, flip-flopped all over the place wherever the money went. And in the end, I think she was a pro-lifer, actually. It was a bad ruling. Everyone knows it. Any legal scholar will go, yeah, okay? And so there's no fundamental right in the Constitution to have an abortion. There is a fundamental right to life, though, okay? And you, as that child, should not have the decision or choice of whether your life is extended into being a child and being born or being an adult. That's not someone else's choice to make. So let's talk about a fundamental right to life. Forget the fundamental right to an abortion. There's no constitutional right to an abortion. Stop it. And in Roe v. Wade, the 14th and 19th and the 9th and 14th amendments were quoted, and the phrase "a broad right to privacy," which is outrageous that they could find in an obscure amendment the right to privacy, somehow give you the right to end the life of your child. And they spoke about substantive due process. I'll leave you to figure that one out.
And a woman's right to privacy and people's right to privacy.
Yeah, she's got that right.
I think what we really...
How does the right to privacy, mentioned in the 9th and 14th amendments of the Constitution, that does not guarantee you the right to have an abortion, how does that lead
we need to be concerned about is the October term of the Supreme Court, when Roe v. Wade is really going to be challenged in front of the Supreme Court. That's where our focus needs to be, because you can't...
Okay, here's where we need to go with Roe v. Wade. I'm not looking to end abortion. I think that's ridiculous. I think I have it here. Basically, it regulates abortion in 3 ways. It's basically, it should outlaw in the last trimester, although that's not used in practice much. I don't have it. I should have it in my notes here, but I don't think I did make those notes. Here's what we want. Here's what I want. More personal responsibility. No late-term abortions. So nothing in the last trimester. You cannot get an abortion, and I would hope that we could push that back to 90 days. I don't know what that is in the way of weeks. Maybe I need to hit this a little bit more because there's a bunch of links here that I haven't hit. I'm on link 3, and I'm an hour days before your scheduled period, as it turns out. Abortions sometimes save lives. It means you can sue the Uber driver who drives someone to an abortion clinic. These laws are stricter than what we have in place for someone who drives someone who is about to commit an act of terrorism. You believe this shit? Don't believe it. There's another act there. Can't remember what that is. Mexico decriminalizes abortion. Watershed moment. So many ironies here. Shut up, Joey Reid. Newsweek. Oh, fentanyl. We got to get into fentanyl. So let's wrap it up here. I think I've said all I need to say on this, although I do have some more clips I didn't hit. It's past my bedtime. My mother's coming home. My bed hasn't been made. I got to get out of here. But maybe we should want some on the way out. Should we? Yeah. Want some's not a bad way to get out of here. I love you. Peace. Love. Hug your neighbor. And whatever you do, take that mask off your face. Defy. Do not comply, or they'll keep taking your freedoms. We'll talk more about that later. I am out. I turned the wrong one down. I'm an idiot. I'm out.